in trivial scenarios, like when you ask the wrong waiter for the bill. Or in more serious situations, like when you fail to notice big changes in the language of that lease you're signing. And in extreme cases, where a person mixes up which suspect in a lineup committed a crime.
Let me grab you a pen.
So we see less of the world than we think we do. But just how much are we capable of missing? What if these sorts of changes weren't happening across a counter, but inside your personal space? Do you think you'd notice? Well, you're about to find out. Meet sleight of hand expert Apollo Robbins. Remember him from our first trick?
I'm going to show you something that's not completely legal.
Apollo knows how to deceive by understanding how you misperceive.
What?
And he uses that knowledge to steal things.
This is going to be a little game. I want you to try to catch me.
Let's see if Apollo can steal this person's watch without him noticing.
This is a $50. Oh. Now hold your hand like this. Hold it out flat. Now also do this. Hold my wrist so it can't go up my sleeve. Squeeze. Squeeze tight. But don't get distracted, because if you look at this hand for a second, it goes away.
Whoa.
Now it's sitting on your shoulder. Look on your shoulder. Come on, take it off. Let's try it again. Maybe use your hand just a little higher. Watch closely. See, if I did it here slowly, you'd see it's back on your shoulder again. Look on your shoulder. There you go. I'm going to keep doing this till you catch it, all right? You're almost there. Now try it again. Use your hand very here, but squeeze firm. You got it? Where does it feel like the coin is right now?
Just here, in my hand, left hand.
In your hand? Would you open your hand and show them what is inside of there? It's still a $50. You're going to have to watch kind of close. But also put your other hand on top for me. When I drop the coin from a high, it looks like it goes away. It's not here, perhaps. It's on the other side. You didn't have anything inside those pockets. So perhaps the coin is underneath the face of your watch. Or your watch is over here, perhaps.
Pretty amazing. Now he's heading to the Vegas Strip to try out a few more tricks.
Here's a little game, if you don't mind if I try.
Apollo is about to pickpocket this man and take several of his things. You guys watching at home, pay close attention and take note of which items you see him steal.
Out of the things that you have inside, which would you say would be most valuable? The thing that you have inside your pocket or the gum down below?
Pocket.
Pocket, okay. Now, not this pocket, but the inside pocket.
Yeah, this has my wallet.
All right, may I move this so I can take a peek?
Yeah.
Inside here?
Yeah.
Is your wallet like a bifold leather, or what is it?
Yeah, bifold.
Would you bring it out for me? Is there anything inside this pocket, or is that a real pocket as well?
No, there's nothing inside there.
Okay, so just that. I'll step over here so you can bring it out for me as well. And check your front pocket here. Did you have something inside?
Yeah, phone charger.
So put these back in a safe place.
Okay, that's usually how
Now,
I have it.
there is something here that you don't mind if I bring this out in
No, go
public,
ahead.
do you? Yeah, I believe it's rather strange. It was a bit odd. Perhaps you picked that up down below. I'm just going to put it here somewhere where it's safe. And the charger was in your front left pocket or your back right?
Front left.
Front left? Do you remember that exactly?
Yeah.
He's already stolen 3 items. Have you caught him yet? Apollo Robbins is going to steal one more thing from this man. But first, he's going to give back the first 3 items he took.
We had all these other items. This is, I believe that's not your scarf, perhaps, but you had one as well, didn't you? A bucket scarf?
Oh, man.
It's cold, too. You should get one of these. It's a really nice thing. I believe that's for you, sir, just as a gift. I think we got everything back to you, didn't we?
Yeah, yeah.
Where was that credit card at?
This was in my wallet that was in here.
Show me where it was inside your wallet, just so we can make sure that you have everything else, too.
My wallet's not here.
Oh, you don't have your wallet?
No, you took it.
I'm sorry, perhaps. May I bring that out for a second? I believe down by your front pocket, I believe. Was that something of yours? Well, that was it. And put that back by the front pocket as well. So you have everything else.
Yes.
Good. I'm sorry. I forget to give things back sometimes, so that was very kind
I
of
have
you.
my phone charger.
No, but you do have your phone in case
My
you're missing
phone,
anything
yeah.
else. That's a
My phone.
nice. Thank you. Officially off duty now. So
All
it was
right,
a pleasure.
thank you, thank
Nice
you.
to meet you, too.
How many of the 4 things were you able to count? Or was it too hard to keep track? Let's help you out. Here's a quick inventory of what he took. A handkerchief, a scarf, a wallet, and a cell phone. Now we'll scan through the scene and show you how he stole each one.
Here's a little game, if you don't mind if I try. Out of the things that you have inside, which would you say would be most valuable? The thing that you have inside your pocket? And check your front pocket here. Did you have something inside? You don't mind if I bring this out in
No, go
public,
ahead.
do you? Yeah, I believe it's rather strange. So you have everything else. Officially off duty now.
Very impressive. But what's this got to do with the brain?
Oh my God!
To steal your stuff, Apollo is manipulating your ability to focus.
It looks a lot like your watch, doesn't it?
Let's take a look at how that works. There are many ways that your attention can be manipulated. Often, these manipulations rely on two basic types of attention that form in your brain. First, there's what scientists call top-down attention. This is your decision-making attention. Take a second to look away from your screen to the nearest doorway. Here, you choose to look away with decision-making attention. Next, there's the second kind of attention. Hear the phone ringing? If you thought for even a second that was your phone, you used what scientists call bottom-up attention, where something grabs your focus. Want to see how these two types of attention work in your brain? When you looked over to the doorway, you were using this area right here. It's called the prefrontal cortex, and it's specially evolved in humans to help you out with advanced decision-making and planning. When the phone got your attention, you were using a more primitive response system throughout areas of your brain called the sensory cortices. In these and other regions, unexpected stimuli from your senses can be quickly routed to grab your focus. Surprise attention evolved to alert you fast to dangers in your environment, while decision-making attention helps give you the ability to budget your time and prioritize your workload in a busy world.
Was this yours?
Down by your front pocket.
When Apollo takes your wallet or steals your watch, he utilizes both forms of your attention to deceive you.
This actually looks a little bit like your room key, doesn't it?
Oh, that's right.
Distracting people can be quite simple. Here, I use a top-down distraction. Sometimes all it takes is telling someone to focus on one place while you quietly remove their watch off their wrist.
When I need to steal from a difficult spot, I like to use a bottom-up attention strategy to direct the focus. The surprise of the spoon completely captivates him while I steal his phone.
Who's Lily?
What's most impressive about Apollo's tricks is that even if you know how they work, he'll still be able to fool you. As you've seen, your attention is extremely limited. And keeping track of your cell phone, wallet, scarf, and handkerchief at the same time can be too much for your brain to handle.
Oh, man. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Are you thinking you could keep track of all these things at once? If you are, David Copperfield's got just the experiment for you.
Let's put your brain to the test. You're going to multitask. Do two things at once. Now, count how many times you see my picture or name on the screen. At the same time, listen to my voice and count how many times you hear the word magic. Pay attention. Here we go. What's magic about magic is that some magic fools your eyes, while other magic fools your brain. The magic of attention is responsible for some of magic's most impressive illusions. A lot of magic is quite easy to perform, while other magic can be quite difficult to pull off. But that's magic. Harder than you thought? How many times did I say magic? How many times did you see my picture or my name?
How'd you do? Are you a good multitasker? How many things do you think you can do simultaneously? 2? 3? 5? Despite the fact that multitasking is something you likely do all the time, it turns out most of us aren't wired for it. Professor David Strayer's research has shown we generally aren't the multitaskers we may think we are.
Realistically, we can really only process one thing at a time. We're effectively serial processors, where we're doing one task at a time.
Strayer co-runs a lab at the University of Utah that studies how multitasking affects the brain.
When we try and multitask, we're just switching from one activity to another. Switching involves deactivating or paying attention to one task so you can then process the other task, and switching back and forth.
Your brain is so good at moving your attention from one stimuli to the next, it may often seem like you're paying full attention to multiple things simultaneously. But that's an illusion.
When you start to multitask, especially if you get engaged in one activity, you don't even notice that you're not performing other activities well. So you become blind to your own impaired performance.
Only when given two tasks with measurable results does it become clear how much you're missing from each. Most people can only focus on one of the tasks. So how could nature leave you so short-handed in this department? Think of a few situations where you multitask. Talking on the phone while driving. Checking email while taking a walk. Watching TV while text messaging. Now, let's wind the clock back 150 years. Not so many choices for what you can do simultaneously. Until recently, it would have been a huge waste of skull space to have the enormous circuits needed to actively focus on several things at once. Evolution favored a leaner, more efficient system. So, great. We're stuck with ancient hardware, but this is the 21st century. In the hustle and bustle of modern society, you may think there's no choice other than to multitask. But are you getting more efficient or less? Let's find out. So, is anyone a good multitasker? Meet Petrus Venter. He's a man who thinks he can do multiple things at once while doing them all effectively. We're going to put him and you to the test.
I'm the CEO of a group of companies. My feeling is that I can focus on whatever issues at hand. I have to be able to deal with many things simultaneously. In terms of multitasking, that I can do perfectly.
At the top of his list of commitments, a wife and 2 kids.
He is a very good multitasker because he has to answer emails, talk with clients, talk with us, eat.
It's terrifying being in a car with him.
He grips the steering wheel with his knees, texting or emailing.
He's always been like this, and I think it's getting worse.
We want to find out if Petrus is really the multitasker he says he is. Today, he's meeting up with Professor Strayer. And we'll put his multitasking skills to the test. In a familiar scenario, talking on his cell while driving.
I almost feel disconnected if I don't have my earbuds in. They normally stay in there for the whole of my life.
Petrus.
Distractions unlimited. I'm ready for your call.
So, how much snow has there been here?
We've had over 155 inches.
He's given 2 tasks to keep track of. Answer a series of basic questions and drive a uniquely challenging course. Petrus's multitasking skills are being put to the test with many distractions.
How do you get to your place in Salt Lake?
While a member of our crew asks him basic questions over the phone, he must avoid totaling his car on a variety of obstacles.
From Salt Lake, you have to follow the belt route. And,
So when did you start using your headset on the road?
I was doing work for a company. It was a lot. And